We're not going anywhere. People in the queer community and the trans community belong everywhere.
When I hear Pride belongs here, I hope that everybody who identifies with the LGBTQ plus community knows that there's a place for them, there's a space for them, and there's a voice for them.
Pride to me has always been about protecting the next generation of queer youth.
It means actively trying to create space that not only I feel comfortable in, but facilitates other people also feeling welcome and comfortable being themselves.
I think that celebrating Pride in a small way to protect your safety is just as meaningful as going to a huge Pride parade in June.
For me, growing up, Pride wasn't necessarily about big grand statements or Pride parades. For me, it was more the smaller things. By wearing a Pride bracelet or holding your partner's hand or just being who I am.
As a queer Appalachian, Pride did not look like a parade. It looked like living authentically and loudly, even if we didn't know anybody was listening or paying attention.
Growing up in my hometown, there was no Pride. There was no talk about it. This was kind of taboo.
I have a deep love of West Virginia, and getting to grow up there was both great and really lonely as a little queer kid.
The first time I went to Pride was last year, and it was the first time I had ever felt comfortable. I finally felt like this is who I am, and it's okay because look at this community around you.
You just have to look for the community. It might be hiding, it might not be what you think it is, but it's there.
Even when the world feels ugly and scary, I have at least one person who will look at me and say that I matter.
I know that having those supporters so close to you is the difference between being afraid to take that step to being comfortable with yourself and being celebratory about the fact that you get to live the life that you deserve to live.
It makes me so happy to see all of these youth who aren't afraid anymore of being themselves and being excited for what's on the horizon for them.
I find a lot of hope in hearing about my queer and trans elders and what they went through and how they resisted and persevered. Pride does belong where we exist because we do exist.
Pride belongs here is really about claiming space, especially where we've been told that we can't or that we don't belong.
I belong here.
You belong here.
We belong here.
Pride belongs here.
I think most importantly, Pride, it belongs everywhere.